my whole family is almost asleep. I think Emma's the only one that's not asleep besides myself. So I am screaming when I say this, but not screaming. Welcome to the month of being fearless. We're going to fear less every single day. And I could not be more excited to be on this journey with you. You can radically, dramatically change your life in 30 days or less because what you think about expands. What you take action on expands. And so the whole month of September is about every single day thinking about what are you afraid of and figuring out a way to do it. Because a lot of times the fear is not even real. Like when there's a huge difference, right? Because your brain, if it sees a bear running at you, your brain goes, get the F out of there because it's not safe, right? So that is real, right? So fear does help us in certain situations because we do need that like moment of like survival instincts kick in to save our life. So like fear actually can be a blessing. It really can. If you think about certain situations that you've been in where like mama bear, no pun intended, mama bear mode just like kicked in, it has been helpful. But then all the other times that you are overthinking, you're worried, you're afraid, you're fearful, like I want you to stop and I want you to say, is there a bear running at me? Like the like equivalent to a bear. And if you say no, then it's probably not real fear. And there's a reason why you're not doing it. And it could be as simple as maybe we just haven't done it yet. So that feels scary because that is real. But it's so temporary. Like when you actually follow through and do something, you realize like, oh my gosh, that actually was pretty easy, or it wasn't as scary. And then you're so good after that. And so that always helps remind me of like, okay, like, why don't we just try the thing? Because it's probably not that scary. And at least we'll know. And it is nice to know because we're very curious people, right? So this whole month is all about facing your fears. Now, do you have to go pedal to the metal and like 100x facing your fears to get results this month? No, that would not be what I would suggest because your nervous system, if we try to go too hard, too fast, your brain and your nervous system will typically shut down, will self-sabotage, will like revert back. Because when our brains and our nervous system, like there's too much change or there's too much like, oh my gosh, we're just going to do this and we're going to do this and we're going to do this. Your brain and your nervous system go like, this is too much. Like we're out of here. We're done. So there is strategy involved. So we can do this with ease, flow, and fun. And I want you to think about this as expanding your comfort zone like a balloon, right? And you're going to blow up the balloon one breath at a time, just as much as if you were wanting to go up a staircase. The only way to go to the top of the staircase is one step at a time. And so when you are embarking on this journey with me, I wanted to do a video to give you like my best advice. So this is a perfect moment to shout out my dear friend, Kristen Rourke with Busy Mom Bod. She's all about easy and effective support for you and helping you feel your best. I really want you to check her out. I don't know if she's announced her big announcement yet in regards to like her business. So I want to tell you, but I'm like, I don't know if she's fully announced it yet, but she has some really cool things happening to help busy moms feel amazing. And she's just a wealth of knowledge and has just really simple tips to support you. And I do believe feeling your best does help you be more fearless. I really do. Think about it this way. When you have more energy, when you have more mental clarity, when you have just like, ooh, I feel a little bit better, you look a little bit better, right? There's a little bit of a pep in your step. It does make a difference. It's not the number on the scale. Like, can that play a part in it? Maybe, but it's not always the number on the scale. It's how you feel. It's how you really carry yourself that really makes the biggest difference, and what's up here, right? More than anything. So check her out. So my best of the best tips for this month. Do one small thing a day. One teeny tiny thing that is teeny tiny to you. Again, we're taking a staircase approach here. So whatever that next thing is, I want you to say, today's the day. Today is the day that you are going to fear a little bit less. The fear may still be there, but you're going to fear a little bit less, and you're at least going to give it a try. Give it a try. So one of my favorite hacks is to do something for 5 minutes. So like maybe for you, you're getting in a workout routine and you're like, I don't want to go to the gym. The goal could be literally just driving to the gym. Driving to the gym, and that's it. And that was you being fearless. Maybe the goal for the day is to read 1 page in a book. Again, we don't need extreme. We just need a little bit each day. And a little bit each day literally adds up and it compounds. Can you pick bigger things if it feels good to you and you feel like you're ready for it? For sure. Like the day that I bought the Taylor Swift tickets, which was a couple days ago, that was a big move. I was fearful. I was nervous, but then I regulated myself and said, it's time. Like I just knew, like I was sitting on the couch and I was like, it's today. Like I've mentally prepared for this. I have strategically prepared for this. Like today's the day. And so by the time I went to buy the tickets, it was more excitement than anything else. So if you don't know, we have 2 tickets up for grabs. And that mega challenge starts on September 18th. So little shameless plug there, which I'm really excited about. But this whole month, we've got amazing prizes. We've got deals galore. I'm a bargain girl. I just love bargains. They make me so happy. And even the Taylor Swift tickets were a big bargain. They really were. I can't wait to do a whole deep dive of the behind the scenes of them because I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And I did buy them from an official site because I'm smart. And I've had too many friends have horror stories, and they don't deserve it. So anyways, I've learned from them and other people. So I bought them from an official site. Anywho, so you're going to do little things. Now, when you get this idea where you're like, I'm going to go do something and it's bigger, don't talk yourself out of it, because if it literally came to you, or you're like, I want this to be the thing, then lean into that. But I want you to know that you don't have to be big and extreme and go hard to get results. This can be fun. This can be easy. This can be enjoyable. The key here is consistency. So a fun question to ask yourself each morning as you're embarking on this adventure with me is to ask yourself, what do I want to be fearless about today? And see if anything shows up. If nothing shows up, just stay open, because maybe something will pop up throughout the day where you're like, okay, I think this is the thing. And then you do it. So don't force anything. We're not forcing. We're not chasing. We're trusting. This is literally like a walk of faith in so many ways this month, because when you just lean in to your heart, your intuition, it really will guide you. And it's not going to always make sense. So when you ask that question in the morning, if something shows up, then run with it. If multiple things show up throughout the day, trust that. If nothing shows up throughout the whole day and you're frustrated because you're I asked myself the question, I looked for opportunities, and I have nothing. I want you to ask yourself, where you see yourself at the end of September. And let's say you are like, oh my gosh, I want to, get to $10,000 months, right? Like if there's a big goal, or like health and fitness is a focus of yours, go back to a goal and think about one small step. Because if we're not already automatically doing the steps to lead to that big goal, then that's where I would focus. And I would pick one goal to go all in on, and then ask yourself, okay, like what could I do today? So, some people will do more self-care related things. Some people will do more business things. Some people may be organizing their house. Nothing is off limits. This is supposed to be uniquely to you. It is supposed to be about expanding your comfort zone, and really making every day count. Like the big reason for me for the FearLess challenge, and the whole month is because like we as women, I think, allow so much made up fear to stop us. And I want to show you and be with you through this process of like, oh my gosh, like I want you to feel what's on the other side of all of that fear. And once you feel it, you'll never go back. Like the fear could be there, but once you're on the other side, you're like, I'm never going back to the other side now, right? So it doesn't mean that fear goes away, because you're going to keep going up the staircase. So you'll still have fear and resistance. But when you get to the other side and you can really feel what it feels like to break through the made up fear, it really can be life-changing. And just the feeling, it's a vibe. And I want you to feel it. And I want you to feel it more and more and more. And if you've already felt it, then you know what I'm talking about. And we can channel all of that energy. And so the goal here is all about personal growth. Like I love you moving your business forward, but like the last thing that I, from an advice standpoint, is make this more about you, because your business can't outgrow you. So when you actually make it more about you, whether that be your mental health, your energy, your like how you like look and feel, your home, right? There's so much that we do neglect as women, and we put everything and everyone, including our businesses, before us. And like the biggest lesson that I've learned in the last year is when I prioritize myself on top of everyone else and everything else. Doesn't mean I'm always at the top of the list, but when I'm at least a priority, it does make a world of a difference. Like I show up differently, I think differently, I act differently, I make different decisions. And so I can look back now, like hindsight's always 20/20. I can look back and be like, oh my gosh, like I would never make that decision now that I made, 2-3 years ago. And so a lot of it is experience, but also energy and mental clarity. Like you make different decisions when you don't have mental clarity, when you're tired, when you're in a lower energy. And so that's like out of all the tips, make this way more about you. Like you can totally use it to your advantage to build your business. That will be a big part of the mega challenge that's happening for the Taylor Swift tickets and other big prizes. But make this so much more about you, because you can use all of that outside accountability to really propel you forward, and get to the other side and just feel the good feelings. I want you to feel them so much, and I can't wait for you to feel them. Like I'm already calling them in for you. Like the energy is so good already. We have a group chat going down right now where everyone's just like getting warmed up. So there's a daily deal, a daily giveaway all month long, every single day. And then if you want to opt in for the big mega challenge, the FearLess challenge, that officially kicks off September 18th. So we'll get you in like days leading up to it. But that will be where everyone will be competing for the tickets and also the other bigger prizes on top of everything else happening. So it's going to be a big, month across the board. Not just prizes, not just deals. It's so much beyond that. Like, it's so much bigger than that. Like, it's about the growth. Your growth is my top priority. And if a daily giveaway and a deal helps that, I'm all for that. And so that's why, like, getting the tickets was really important to me, because I've already seen so many people in the wealthy mama world. They're like, this is my month. This is my month. And so I do think a big part of that is our announcement. Like, it's giving them the extra oomph, and we all need that at times. Other people are requesting cruises in the future. I've always had a dream of giving away a car. I just think that would be like spectacular. So the goal is that these daily giveaways and deals stay for the foreseeable future, and hopefully they just get better and better and better and better and bigger and bigger and bigger. This is how I want to build my business. It feels incredible, and it's truly a movement, and it's all about the personal growth, and then everything else is just like icing on the cake. So I am so excited for you. Focus on you. Create that massive overflow and watch the magic happen. So thank you, Kristen, for sponsoring this episode. I love you so much. Go check her out, Busy Mom Bod. You will love her so much. She has so many tips, so much resources for you. She's got an amazing membership, so check her out.